Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Stepping into the box, Abraham Almonte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder number 35, Abraham Almonte.
Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
Hey, you go to the plate in the first inning, you hit a ball back up the middle, little ground ball, gets through up the middle. Good approach. I like the fact he's thinking up the middle early in the game.
Here's Rougned Odor now. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Well, this is one of those games you get excited for. You're playing well, you're back home, it's game 1 of a homestand, and you just want to get that momentum of playing so well and continue it right here at home.
Runners on the move for second. In the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Now, Matt, Darryl Parker's one of those guys. You're going to take him to dinner. You know what he's going to order? Steak and potatoes. He is basic. He's going to make sure he does not make a mistake. No sushi, no lasagna. He's not going off the board. Steak and potatoes, man, right here, consistent. Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around him because look at the on-deck circle. That guy's a pretty good hitter, too.
Set. Here's the 3-1, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Batting third,
and that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He was and a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Amarista on to first, but no, not in time, as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
batting fourth, third baseman number 13, Joey Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
A really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first.
Batting fifth, the right fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
Domingo Santana is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
All right, here we go now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Rangers on top here, 1-0. Here's Jared Hoying. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one.
Jared Hoying.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. A fastball down near the shoe tops. One and one. Here it comes. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Corona is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Astros. And in the outfield, George Springer. He can run, he can throw, he can go get him, and he can jump over a wall for you. You can put him anywhere out there, and he's going to make the play.
First baseman number
First
8.
pitch on its way. Brett Nicholas comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Smith. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Kevin Smith.
Into the windup and the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, 2.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Lipscomb is there for it. And the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in, A.J. Whipple, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Whipple.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. A.J. Whipple goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Into the box, Abraham Almonte. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Hey, one down, one down.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Corona in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Rougned Odor. He drew a walk his first time up.
Rougned Odor.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before two hitters coming to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail it 4-1. With Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1-2. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Third baseman.
Stepping in now, Joey Gallo. As the first
1-0.
pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And that's over. 2-1.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now.
Hey, one out here. We got one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Now he'll step off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Corona is there.
I go.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
The right fielder, number 16.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana.
Santana.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Here we go, boys.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Rangers set down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jared Hoying. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Right over the middle, knee high.
0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Zaraga has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Brett Nicholas. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right fine.
That's inside.
Two-seamer can't quite make it back over the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 out, 1 out.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
The catcher, number 36.
Kevin Smith will be next. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
The 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Hit to short. Lipscomb ranges to his left. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail it 4-1. Ready for another chance? A.J. Whipple. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
It's the first game of the road trip, and it takes a little bit to get an adjustment. You're not used to being that team that goes to the plate first to start the game after you've been home for a long homestand. But they need to get comfortable now in the new surroundings, or they're going to get blown out of this game.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Striding in once again,
Center
Abraham
fielder,
Almonte.
35.
A hit in 2
Abraham
tries so far.
Almonte.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Hey, one down now, one down.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
You know, this is the kind of location you can get away with when you throw your fastball like that. That's certainly not where he wanted it to end up. But when it's coming in that hot, it's tough for guys to put it in play, especially when they're protecting with 2 strikes.
Now batting, second baseman.
In now, Rougned Odor.
Rougned
As he pops
Odor.
the first pitch foul behind the plate. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Right side hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, he rolled over that one. Not the most impressive single, but it's a line drive in the books.
Digging in once again, Trevor Story. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically. Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Well, now's when he gets nasty. He's 0-2, and you know he's got 5 pitches in his arsenal to put him away. It's almost impossible for the hitter to sit on anything.
Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Here's Joey Gallo now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that's in there. Base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
The right fielder, number 16.
Hey, nobody
Domingo
out.
Santana.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Here we go. Pick it up. Let's go.
Ready with the 0-1. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
Matt, I really thought they were going to pitch around him here, but now you got an 0-2 count. He swung at a couple balls that weren't good pitches. Maybe you decide now, well, let's be aggressive and go after him.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Ready with another 0-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Ball 2.
2 balls.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he'll step off. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jared Hoying.
Here's Jared Hoying. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Here we go, guys.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
First baseman, number 8, Brett Nicholas.
And up next will be Brett Nicholas, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. No hits to this point. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Gallo is on his way home, and that'll score the runner from second as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
Baseball is a team game. You hear it all the time. The first 2 guys, they couldn't get him in. He steps up there with 2 outs and drives him in. That's winning baseball. That's team baseball.
Kevin Smith will be next. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
36.
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. The 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 runs, 4 hits. And no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Fastball called strike. 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers 2. Blair Gorman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Blair Gorman.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Stros pick up win number 20 on the year. Zach Henderson wins his 3rd of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Ken Giles records the save, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Fleet.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Now from the Big A, we've got afternoon baseball from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Joel Benjamin gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he's got interesting numbers, and if you look at his strikeouts to walk ratio, it's 1-to-1. So it's not great, it's not terribly bad. It means he throws strikes, but he doesn't have the stuff that's going to totally dominate hitters. Got to rely a lot on his defense. We'll watch and see how this one unfolds.
And leading
now
out
at the plate, Willie Wagner, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on. In this one. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Harold, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is a big game. Nobody likes to get swept in a series. Losing the first 2 games kind of put their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond as they try to get 1 win in this place as they get ready to get out of here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Curveball that time, not even close. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded back up the middle. Lipscomb ranging up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Well, Matt, I really like this club. I love the balance. And one of the things they do, if you look at the stat line, they're in the top third of the league in slugging. And when you're able to have that kind of balance throughout your lineup, you're going to score a lot of runs. This team is a fun team to watch.
1 out, nobody on. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Another 0-2 coming. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Center fielder.
So coming to the plate, Mike Trout. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
You got 2 down.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Bird.
No one out now.
That's a ball.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, the interesting thing about Carl, look, pitchers struggle with balls in the corner. They don't like that he makes them throw the ball in the middle of the plate sometimes. But he will call that high pitch. So watch him attack the high pitch and try to get that strike.
This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Oh, the old CNI base hit. The changeup's down. The batter goes down to get it and still finds a hole to put it through. Good pitch, better hitting.
Nick Castellanos now. He's currently
Batting
ninth in the American
Third
League batting
baseman.
race entering play.
Nick
From the belt,
Castellanos.
kicks and deals. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That ball's out of the zone, and he's swinging at it, and you're wondering, why is he swinging at that pitch? It is so enticing, and it looks like the ball just took off and rose on it. Didn't rise, he just executed the location properly.
Comes set with the 0-1. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Batting 6. Designated hitter, Ken Wint.
Standing in now, Ken Wint, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. The 0-1 takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
1-2, here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Astros. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Anderson.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tim Anderson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's following up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone. He just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here.
Now with the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 7th, the at-bat coming up. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length.
Hey, we got one out here. Here we go.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here.
3-1 count, first and second. A lot of things can be happening here. I wonder if the runners start, but more importantly, get.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2 with 2 strikes for the double play.
To that yard. You're a power pitcher. You can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Another full count pitch home, and a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Singleton. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the 3rd. Digging in to try it again, Willie Wagner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Willie Wagner.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that's dead center for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
What's that one here?
On the ground up the middle. Lipscomb is there, and he's retired 1 away. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Ready for another chance. Dan Beverly. 0 for 1 here early going.
Dan Beverly.
Into the windup and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Hey, we got 2.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Put him away. Give me your best stuff. Here you go.
That's a
Good
ball.
plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
I like the pitch. It just missed. That's a sweeping slider. That thing is nasty. Try to get him to chase it. I might even come back with it again.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Angels are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. At the plate, Greg Bird. He'll try and
Leading
do
off
what
the
he
fourth
can to
inning for
work
the
toward
Angels,
cutting into this big
first
deficit.
baseman, Greg Bird.
No out.
First offering on its way. And
Counts
here's a
1-0.
slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Where's that one now?
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick
The
Castellanos.
third baseman, number
And
9,
maybe a little extra motivation for him
Castellanos.
here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Now batting.
Into the box now,
designated hitter.
Ken Wind. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here it comes on 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another try at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll start things
And
out
leading
here in the
out for the
home
Halos,
5th, and it's been
the
tough sledding
shortstop,
for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now it's 2-0.
Well, they walked him the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for them.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Mesoraco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him, and he lays off there 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. There's our line score through the first 4.5. And these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Striding in once again, Mark Singleton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this one will be foul back in among the fans.
1 out.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right.
From the stretch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Ready once again, Willie Wagner. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. This is line to left. Anderson is on his way home. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Well, Matt, they scored a lot of runs yesterday, and they're just now scoring today. But it's always who are you facing that particular.
Right fielder, Dan Beverly.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Dan Beverly is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
The 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Amarista ranging into the outfield, and that ends the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at bat.
And Trout has himself a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Digging in once again, Greg Bird. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Laurie onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely there following the one-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And you can see right there that these guys rank second in the AL in that category. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's stolen base number 4 on the year. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ken Wint is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw won't get him at first, an infield single, and it's first and third now.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Devin Mesoraco. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And that's in there. Base hit. Wint rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down. Get just the into the box now. 8-5 today. Ernest Arroyo earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Ryan Burks hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
For the Astros, 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes.
This young team is introduced to one of baseball's lowest feelings, ending a series with nothing to show in the win column.